What is up, team? And welcome back to Operation D.A.R.T. I'm X Hunter X, and yeah, I'm bringing you a new deck profile. This time, we're going over my locals winning deck profile of Blackwargreymon, Gaiomon. Um, yeah, I hadn't really messed with this deck too much because it was just running rampant. I didn't feel like doing a lot of mirror matching. Plus, I was playing Gaiomon X, and that was kind of what I was playing for the format, but I wanted to give it a send off before we get to BT11 and switch it on up. So yeah, I just wanted to showcase it. I did really well versus security control and other decks that were a bit kind of rushing me, like the cross hearts, stuff like that. So yeah, let's just run it through. I know a lot of people have already went over this deck, but here's my iteration that I took my locals with. As babies go, we're running two Coromons. This is a bit of a weird split, but we're running two Coromons from BT9. It says it gives you the inherit of when the Digimon is Agumon or Greymon, it gains a K, so 1000 DP. And then I'm running two Demi-Miramons, which also give you 1000 DP but when attacking. And then one Coromon from BT5, just to kind of, as we're Greymons, Omnimons, we're able to draw one when attacking. So yeah, that's a weird split, but it works for me. I kind of rather debuff over the draw because sometimes you got to get over things in security, and that one extra 1000 really helps. Let's get to the rookies, the level 3s. We're running 4 of the promo Agumons. This guy's super good. The inherited skill of when this Digimon has Greymon in its name, it gains 2000 DP for the turn, or during your turn. So yeah, he's really good. He helps you get over those thresholds. He makes your guy beat. And for searchers, we're going for 2 Black Agumons from BT8. This one says on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 Greymon and 1 card with Dragonkin in their traits among them. The rest go to the bottom. So a lot of the times you're able to get 2 cards with this. And then another searcher, we're doing red Agumon from BT5. This one says reveal the top 3 cards. You can get 1 Greymon and 1 Omnimon, so you get 2 with this as well. And then to keep on facilitating a little bit more search, we're running 4 of the Agumon X. This one has the on play skill, and when digivolving, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with Greymon X, or sorry, with Greymon and 1 or Omnimon. So hold on, 1 Greymon or 1 Omnimon and 1 X antibody option card, and then put the rest at the bottom. He digivolves over Agumon for 0. So yeah, that's one of our lines there. It's a few rookies. I wish I could kind of take in 2 more, but if I don't find one, I usually find one with either a Cool Boy or Remember Boost or something like that. But you know, we're working with what we got. So I mean, it did pretty good. I did brick once out of all our matches. All my matches that I had, I only bricked once, so it wasn't too bad. Let's get on to our level 4s. Pretty straightforward. This one, actually, this one's a weird split too. Wait, I'm missing one. Where'd that boy go? I got a boyo missing. There he is. We're running 3 of the security +1 inheritable Greymons from the starter deck. Again, this one is for when I'm trying to be aggro, I'm trying to get a lot of damage in. I'm running 2 of the BT8 Blackwargreymons. This one gives you the inherited skill of on your opponent's turn, if you have a red Digimon in play, it gains blocker. And then we run 1 controversial BT5 Greymon. This one has a skill when digivolving. If you have an Agumon in the Digivolutions, you gain 1. And it has an inherited of if it has Omnimon or Greymon in its name, it gains 2k. So this really helps get over a lot of like the security thresholds. It has this guy has become BIP here and then. or MVP. And man, I really want to run 2 of this because he really does come and play. Him, when you have him and Nokia, you're pretty much digivolving into him for free. So, and then being able to save that memory for the next Digivolution if you need it. And there's a lot of times where you can go this and then be at 3, get the X antibody under it, go to Metal X, get its effects off, become super big. So he'll be 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 with the Agumon, swinging at security +1, or even swinging to going into Gaiomon for security +3 or 2. If you got tie out, you're also getting a good bit of value. There you go. And then 4 of the Greymon X antibody. It digivolves over Greymon for 0. And then it has the inherited skill of all turns when this Digimon with this Digimon has Greymon or Omnimon in its name, and an effect would delete it or return it to the hand or deck. You may trash 2 cards with the same evolution, the same level evolution from this Digimon's Digivolutions to prevent it from leaving play. So this kind of gives you some protection from removal of all kinds except DP minus and Chaos Degrade, which puts you on the top of the security stack. So yeah, that's our level 4 lineup there. It's pretty good. Like I said, I'd probably run this guy one more of, but anyway, we're gonna get a bunch of support for the new Blackwargreymon deck, so I'm not too worried about it at this moment. But if you want to, you can mess around and find your little tech to it. Let's get to our level 5s. This is a weird split too. We're running 4 of the mandatory Metal Greymons red black, and yes, I know I need to get the Alt-Art but nobody wants to gut off of them. Nobody wants to let me cop one. And they're still pretty expensive, so I'm not trying to go all the way out that way, but I mean eventually I will. But again, this guy might be getting replaced with the new set Metal Greymon, but it's really good. There's also a really good MVP guy because you want to hide in raising, and then when you have the opportune moment to like shut down their level 6 or whatever, you digivolve into this guy, and he has a one digivolving ability of he can de-digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon and then delete a 3k or less. And the inherited says on your turn, while this Digimon has Dragonkin or Machine in its traits, you can also attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. So this helps you become removable, helps you get rid of threats. There's so many times where I've been able to use this card. Actually, in one of my biggest matches of the tournament, I was going against Security Control, and they dropped the Def X on me, shattered my board, and then I just kept this guy in raising, Digivolve, set up a different play or whatever, memory or something I think, and I just went right to face. I got all the way to our next card, Metal Greymon X. Got into that, beefed my dude up, and then did the X antibody play and was able to, oh no, I didn't even really need the X antibody play, but I went to Gaiomon right to face at 16k, Def X is 15. excuse me guys. But yeah, 3 Metal Greymon X's. This one has an ability of it can digivolve over Metal Greymon for 0. And when digivolving, if this Digimon gains security +1, and if you have Metal Greymon or X antibody in its Digivolution sources, it gains 3k. So that is really good. And then one of Metal Greymon Alterius mode, this also can digivolve over Metal Greymon for 0, and it is considered a Metal Greymon. When digivolving, if you have a Tamer in play, you may delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 5k or less. And it has the inherited of the same as Greymon. It can give you protection from being removed via removal, deletion effect, or hand or deck removal. So it's awesome having another. I would love to have this guy at 2 of. I just haven't been able to cop any, but 1 was enough. I didn't need him too often, but when he does come in play, he is awesome. So yeah, I love this. This is a good 8, so it's a good split there. Like I said, I might go 2 of the metal, but again, we're switching the deck up, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's go to our big baddie. Blackwargreymon. We're running a 3-3 split. We're running 3 of the red black metal Greymons from BT8. And this guy is awesome, and he's also a good removal piece. When digivolving, if this Digimon has red in its Digivolutions, you can choose any of your opponents, any number of your opponent's Digimon. If it has a red source, or is it black? Either way, red or black source, you get to pick either or of the Digimon or Tamers. Let me see, make sure. If you have black, yeah, black's the one that does for Tamers, and red's the one that does for Digimon whose DP add up to 6 cost, or sorry, whose play costs add up to 6. So you could do a 3 cost Digimon and a 3 cost Tamer, or a 2 cost Digimon, a 4 cost Tamer, and so forth. But yeah, he's really good. He has another skill of when when the opponent's Digimon is deleted all turns, unsuspend this Digimon. So if you establish him as a blocker, using him defensively, you could block, unsuspend, and be able to block again. Or when you're trying to remove him stuff off the board, you can go to face, unsuspend, and then do another attack into security or whatever. And then we're also running a 3 of Gaiomon, also known aka Samudramon. I don't know why they didn't just keep that name, but whatever. He can Digivolve over Blackwargreymon for 2. And he is also treated as a Greymon, so all your Greymon abilities work with him. And he gains Security +1, Reboot. And then when Digivolving, if this Digimon has a black Digivolution card, you Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, and if it has a red source, it can Blitz. So that's super crucial because, like I said, I got on Examon's ass with this guy because I was able to just blitz on through after being able to get buffed up and then get right to his face. So this is so good to become a removal tool in order to be able to like Digivolve something twice with the Metal Greymon. And then this is super good, especially keeping it your turn while having Cool Boy or Nokia out to give you extra memory to be able to go to that Metal Greymon without passing turn. Is so good. So yeah, I'm running a 3-3 split, man. I see him when I need it, and super good. A lot of people do just 2-4, but I go 3-3 because I either or. I can use this guy by just, you know, Digivolve and being able to get the blitz, or if I need to do some type of X antibody play or something like that, we can keep it going with that. But yeah, so that's that for my level 6s. It's a 3-3 split. And then we're going on to our level 7s. We're running a 2-1 split. We're going 2 Blitz Omnimons. When Digivolving, he gains Blitz, and then when Digivolving, he can unsuspend. And then he also has an ability kind of like the Greymons, where all turns and opponent's effect would delete this Digimon or return to his hand or deck. You may prevent it from leaving play by trashing one of your level 6 Digimon cards from this Digimon's Digivolution. So that's really good to have multiple layers of protection. And then a 1 of MVP for real, Omnimon X Antibody. This guy versus Security Control was so freaking good, and I'll tell you why. So he can Digivolve over Omnimon for 3, or if you have a Digimon with X Antibody in its sources, it can Digivolve. It can reduce its Digivolution by 5 to 5, so it reduces it by 2. Then, when Digivolving, return all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest level to the bottom of their owner's deck. And then, also has when Digivolving and when attacking once per turn by placing the X Antibody card or a level 6 from your Digivolutions to the bottom of your deck. You can look at your opponent's security and trash one. You know how many times twice I was able to get Chaos Degrade out of security and out of my life, man. And it's so good. It was so good, especially being able to either swing as Blackwargreymon with X Antibody under it, or Gaiomon with X Antibody and going into this. This is super good. It's a good way to remove a lot of things from the board and kind of keep, especially if you have the removal protection. You just, you know what I mean, you're pretty good to go. And as a 16k, it can also in security kill a lot of things or stand toe to toe with other big Digimon. So yeah, those are my level 7s, man. So good. Like I said, this guy is super MVP. Like almost every game I was able to go into him either via the X antibody or just going straight to him. There's a few times where I have been able to go to Omnimon and then X antibody, because I was able to do it with the X antibody card and be able to get that swing in too. So I've been able to like swing with Blackwargreymon, survive, go to Omnimon, because I have I'll be running a Nokia, and then reduces cost, giving it to 4, and then being able to go into this as well for 3 with the swing. So yeah, those are my level 7s, pretty clutch. I got to get alt out of that too. But let's go over the tamers. The tamers are this 2 of Nokia. Nokia is so good on play. She lets you play an Agumon, so, or a Gabumon, without paying this memory cost. And then so I'm usually going for the searcher Agumons. Unfortunately, you can't use X antibody Agumon, but the main ability is that when evolving into a Digimon with Greymon or Garurumon or Omnimon in their name, you may reduce the Digivolution cost by 1. So this makes Blackwargreymon 3, Metal Greymon 3, Greymon 0 pretty much, if you have that 1, Greymon 1. So all your Omnimon, keep your turn. You know what I'm saying? So you're able to really get a lot of value out of these guys. Added with 2 cool boys. 2 cool boys. He has an on-play ability of reveal the top 3 cards. You may have 1 Digimon with X antibody in his traits and 1 option card X antibody. So this really helps me find the X antibody if I haven't found it, or get my extra layer of protection on. And then he also has on your turn, when one of your Digimon digivolves into the same level Digimon with X antibody in his traits, you may suspend this tamer to gain 1, draw 1. So this is really, really good. Helps you get a lot of value. And topping it off with 2 Tai Kamiyas. Tai Kamiya is my memory setter. If you're at 2 or less, you automatically start your turn at 3. And then all of your red Digimon gain security +1. The only guy who doesn't really get this is Omnimon or Blackwargreymon, but you will never be swinging with that guy anyway. But yeah, it's so good when it comes in clutch. You know, obviously you gotta have your memory setters, but that's my tamers there, my tamer lineup, and the value you get from these 2 on board, or sorry, these 2 on board is so good. Or being able to go have all 3 established. You know what I mean? You're pretty much having 5 memory to mess around with if possible. So yeah, those are my tamers, and let's finish it off with our options, and then we'll do a little Digimon line to just kind of go over it real quick. We're running 3 X antibodies because you really need this card to get off some of your combos. This says while you have a Digimon in play, you may play this option without meeting its color requirements. In security, if checked, you gain 1 memory and then you add it to your hand. Also, main, place this card under one of your Digimon without X antibody in their Digivolution cards, and then it'll give you the inherited of all turns when an effect will trash X antibody. You can't all turns, any blue deck that wants to strip source you and lock you down, freeze you, you cannot remove X antibody from their Digivolution, so it helps you kind of not be locked down. And then when attacking, which is the best skill in this deck, is when attacking, this Digimon can Digivolve into a Digimon with X antibody in its traits from your hand without by paying its Digivolution cost. So really what you want to do is either you can do multiple things here. You can do multiple things. We can be Greymon buff up boy there, X. You can have this under it with your other guys. Let me put the Agus in here just for kicks. We can have this line up here, and if we want to get greedy and try to get a quick little check-in, a couple checks in, or even have that. I mean, that one doesn't give you as many checks if you had the security +1, but it helps it stay alive. Either way, you could swing with that X and then go to your Metal Greymon X. It will get the security +1, +2 with this, and 3k because you have the X antibody. So you'll be swinging for 11, 12, 13, or you can be swinging for 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and checking 1 or 2 securities if you have either or, and which is a really good little quick in and out. Or we can, you know, just wait it out, go here, get all the buff if possible, you know, for here or here, either one. We can get that quick swing in and go to our Gaiomon. You don't really need the X antibody to go to the Gaiomon play, but it is pretty good when it comes into play. And then also being Blackwargreymon, swinging and going to the X antibody Omnimon is really good play as well. So there's a lot to be able to do with the X antibody there. And then also, so we're running 3 the X antibody, and then we're running 2 memory boost, red memory boost. This lets you reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add 1 red Digimon among them, the rest at the bottom, and then it has a delay ability of you gain 2 memory when you crack it. And then 1 removal in the order of Dark Gaia Force. This, when played, choose any number of your opponent's Digimon whose play cost adds up to 15 or less and delete them. You can either gun down a bunch of Digimon whose play costs add up to that, or take out 1 big Digimon. So yeah, that's my removal. Those are my options there. Pretty straightforward, pretty good. I mean, I would run more removal, but a lot of my setup is removal, so I'm not too worried. But when it does come in clutches, when you don't have the immediate removal action, or they just check in security and then bye board, you know what I'm saying? Or if they got a big board established, you know, just gun it down. But yeah, that's that. Let's just do one quick little tower build here. Let's see, let's just go with this one or this one, either way. This one helps the Omnimon get over its 14k, or this one for your Greymons. So we'll go that. We'll go Agu promo because he's the best one. We'll go here to get protection. And then we'll go either or, security +1, or get the buff. Alright, so right now, you know, we're gaining 4k with the buff, or we're at 1 extra security check. We'll go to the X to have a protection. So right now we have 2 sources on our level 5. We can go here in raising if we have the option to have the girl or the boy to help you get to 4 and then keep your turn would be great. Being able to have the tie as well helps. So you could either establish this in raising if need be, or go out and try to keep your turn by having these guys out there. Then we could either go here, add 1 more layer of protection with the Alterius mode if possible, and then gain a security check and some DP with this, which right now, like I was explaining, for this Greymon, we are at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15k, swinging in for 2 checks if we have the other Greymon, this one. So then we're there. Then we can either choose to be able to go here, and if we have the tamers out and play, we can keep it our turn and then remove a couple things from the board, or do some extra checks and hope to survive by having the protection. Or you can do the quick swing in with the Metal Gray or Gaio and check multiple, maybe 4 to 5 checks there with that, and then finish the game with Omnimon. Or if you need to really get the whole tower out and then get some good removal going or anything like that, you're into your other Omnimon. So yeah, guys, it all revolves around this X antibody when it comes to sneaky plays, but that's the deck profile there, guys. And again, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Again, if you guys could help me get to those 50 subscribers, which is the deck's goal mark, and I would appreciate it so much. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thank you for checking out the deck profile. Let me know what you guys had or could have done with the deck, what you have done with the deck, or what are you looking for to the new support. So yeah, once I get those cards in, I'll do an update to this one, and then the next deck profile, we've been watching Ghost Game lately, so I'm gonna do that, do the Gaiomon deck profile. And in the Discord, I will link the Meta Monster Gaming Discord. Come play a couple games with me, help me get some practice in with the team. And yeah, with that being said, peace out.